Kosi Nation, Sanbanana, Sanbanan Bafetu. Welcome back to Football Trends with me, QB. Now, today's video Bafetu, it's not more about my updates, but I feel like it's something that I think from my side, because I know probably there's someone out there who's watching and they're probably feeling the same way that I'm feeling, and maybe they can't say it, and maybe it's not getting to the right places. Maybe they've been saying it, but it's not getting to the right places. So today we're going to talk about that. Currently, honestly speaking, yes, we are doing well. We're not too bad, compared to last season. But as things are going, it looks like we might even, qualify for a CAF Champions League. Oh, no, CAF Confederations, which I'm very grateful for, Bafetu. I'm very, very grateful for. And I feel like, if you've been a Kaizer supporter, you know the struggles that we have faced. You know how far we have come to get to where we are today. But in that being said, there's things I feel like I do not understand why. Because at the end of the day, yes, we played, recently against the Suwelele, and we did not win the game. We lost the game. I still blame it on fatigue and things like that. But honestly speaking, there was an interview by coach Siema, which I feel like he spoke something that triggered something inside me, because at the end of the day, that message, it made sense and it clicked to me that no, man, there's something that I feel like, from the management side of things. As much as we can say they are doing all they can, we don't know for sure if they are doing all they can for us, for the club. You know, um, reason why I'm saying this is because why is Kaizer Chiefs, like, you mean to tell me, Ogoti, a club like Kaizer Chiefs, a big club like Kaizer Chiefs, with the most, I think even recently we've spoken about it, with the Kaizer Chiefs have had, it has about 2 point something million followers on WhatsApp, which it has joined the elites, the kings, who have about 20 million followers on WhatsApp, which shows how big this club is. So for me, like, I'm still trying to understand the fact that Kaizer Chiefs doesn't get certain players. There are certain players that we feel like, okay, this player has the right mentality, the right quality. He's someone that can definitely come in, bring some, different to the club. But we end up not having those players. We end up not getting such players. Understand? And for me, I feel like, are we don't we deserve as fans? Because let's be honest, guys, Kaizer Chiefs is what it is because of the supporters. It is who they are today. It's because of the fans. It's because of people like you and me, like Bekaya Mbugeli, who grew up. Me, when I grew up, the only team that I knew was Kaizer Chiefs. That was, I don't even know how to explain it, because my mom, she's an Orlando Pirate fan. Obviously, Baba me doesn't follow that much in terms of football. But yeah, it's fine. But looking from the side of the family side, I'm a Pagania, but I'm a Kaizer Chiefs supporter. That's what I grew up following. That's what I grew up loving. My younger brother is a Kaizer Chiefs supporter. Lokho kuncane lokhu, umntana wasekhaya, obviously she's a bit younger. She follows Sundowns. Why? Because obviously they were winning. So I feel like Nami, I got caught up in the moment. This looks like it's the best team in the world, in the country. But other than that, there's something about that yellow color in attractile that calls to me and says, this is your family. You understand? So are we as supporters? Because we've spoken, recently. You remember the first derby that is here, the first derby this year. We played, we lost by 3-0. There was a supporter right here on this channel who commented and said, do you know that QP, I've spent 4,000 rands just to fly from Limpopo to Gauteng to watch the derby. You know, derby idlalelwa la eLontos, like FNB Stadium. Obviously, there's always people. Even the last derby, there were people who traveled from Kaizer, and people do travel, and it's not just him. But I'm asking myself, why currently is Kaizer Chiefs not competing there? Don't we deserve to be fighting for a number one, number two spot? Don't we deserve to be fighting for the league? Like, is it something that we're gonna say, no, Tina, we don't deserve to be there? We, as fanele ukuba lapho. I don't understand. Honestly speaking, I don't understand. Are we not doing enough as supporters? Because we do support the team. If you look at the most loyal supporters in terms of football, you have to have Kaizer Chiefs fans. Kaizer Chiefs fans are the most loyal supporters when it comes to supporting their club. Whether kukubi, whether kukuhle, we are always there. We are human beings. Yes, some people might say, but QPT now, we don't understand football. We use our emotions instead of analyzing football. But you forget something. For me, I feel like those emotions that you say we use them to follow the club and look at things the certain way. I feel like those are the things that say, Mfethu, this is why you love the club. If we take out those emotions, I don't think there's a way that we're going to love the club. For me, especially, I feel like I'm going to need the club if I'm not using my emotions. So the same emotions are the ones that make me say, you know what, I love this club. And it pains me. It pains me a lot to see it not doing very well, to see it not being there with the elites. Currently, Kaizer Chiefs, I feel like, is a club that was supposed to be or should have played at least in the past 5 years. At least ngabe sidlalile boma 2-3 CAF Champions League, not CAF Confederations. I appreciate that. It's very good. We might even go there next, but why are we not in CAF Champions League? Why are we on the CAF Confederation side of things? What is so wrong with the club that currently asifanelwa thina? You know? So those are the kind of questions I've been asking myself. I don't understand ukuthi kwenziwa yini, and I still don't understand why we fail to get certain players for the club. I feel like this club, it's a big club, Ngwayo, and it deserves to have a special kind of players, not just any player. You know how it used to beat people back in the days. We knew that we have Abos Pure Shabalala, you know, Litulinyane, you know, those Collins, Mesuma, all those great players that played for the club. They were doing exceptionally well. But not just that, they were sort of kind of special players, which currently I look at the squad and I'm looking at the team. All I can say is not to badmouth the players that are currently there, not to bring down their spirit. They are good players. We have good players, guys. That is something that I can't take away from them. But honestly speaking, there's only one or two special players in the club currently. A big club like Kaizer Chiefs. For me, it doesn't make any sense. If I make an example with the Pretoria side, Amatsanzanza, you look at Sundowns. Sundowns have special players, not just one. You can name them. Oh, Macedo Lapa is a special player. They used to have a Budu Castlebero, kind of special. You look at Peter Shalulile. Guys, come on, that guy is special. Yes, we might not agree, but he's a special player. Right now, they've just signed Leon. Leon is a special player. They have Tertiary Matthews. All those players, you can see with how they move with the ball. You know, definitely, there's something special with this guy. But with us, it's a different story. It's a different story. We need to be honest about that. We can't say no, but QP in Nanani. It's a fact in the Sibunayo. It's well known, and I feel like we deserve a bit more. We deserve more than what we are getting currently. Honestly speaking, yes, I see the project. kuyazanywa kuyahlanganiswa, but then it won't take long. You know, when they say fly high as you can, but once you fall, it's very hard to get back up. Hence, we are seeing the club currently toward the way to giant has fallen. It's really hard for us to rise. Just because of that, we've been flying for so long. It became so difficult for us to go up and get there. So currently, there are players whose contracts are coming to an end. With those players, I don't know if we are going to keep some of them. I don't know if we are going to sign anyone new in this coming transfer window. Might go to pay season because the season is coming to an end this month, if I'm not mistaken. 23, somewhere there. So it's something that I ask myself, what during the last transfer window, we signed a lot of players, but most of the players were free agents. Even the window before that, even the other window before that. Don't we deserve to say, there's this player that we need to sign that player by fire, by force. This is the kind of special player that we can't let go of no matter what happens. You understand? So why am I bringing this up? Look, we have Pulemodi Bafetu. I feel like AGRK is something that is giving in to him. Yes, he will say, but QP, look at the Hopotsane, he was displaying very well for Isiwelele, but he did not play very well for us. That is true. But also, we do have players that we've signed. For me, I'm not saying we need to go out there and sign players that are well known. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying we need special kind of players. We never knew that there's a player like Umfundo Vilakazi who can play the way at corner. We never knew that there's a player like Umduduzi Shabalala. Only when they got the chance, the opportunity, they started playing for Kaizer Chiefs from the DDC side. That's where we saw the glimpses and all those things. No, definitely those players, they are very, very good players. They're definitely people that can help the team. But currently, it's difficult for me to even say, yeah, a team in Yami, if now you play in Jena, I know we have this player and we can count on him. Currently, we don't have that. And it's very disappointing because if one player, Engashuti, currently, maybe he's a hard worker, he's doing exceptionally well, falls off, the entire club just falls off. Look at what happened with Momboy. Momboy was off, and then it looked like the entire club or the entire team was off just because he was not there. You understand? So it's painful. It's very painful. Hoping what from now on going forward, we're going to get something better. We're going to see better things coming our way because we deserve a lot more better. Even the players at Naturena, I'm sure they know. With some fans with Kaizer Chiefs, they deserve way better than what they're getting currently. Which, yes, I understand coming from, those 10 years without winning. But I can't say all throughout the 10 years it's been that too bad. We've had moments. I think even 2018, 2019, we've had a moment which I felt like, okay, this was a very close moment. But yeah, we failed. So, I don't know. But so far, all I'm saying is, Kaizer Chiefs, you guys need to do better. The club, the fans, everyone deserves better from this club. We have a lot of expectations. The fans always there in numbers, not just, we might get mad and say Swatile, the team has lost and stuff like that. But let's say tomorrow they are playing, there will be people who will buy ticket and they will be there at the stadium to support the same team that has lost a game or 2 games in a row. Even you who is mad at home, you will be like, I need to watch the game. And unless something comes up. So yeah, that's all I had to say. I hope this message reaches to the right people.